Greetings, fellow time travelers. Today I'd like to talk about my ultimate life hack, which is going to bed at 9 p.m. every night, sometimes 9:30. Why do I do that? Well, it keeps me out of trouble, is the long story short. Scrolling, eating stupid food, watching porn, waking up on the wrong foot are all eliminated when I go to sleep early. I see our discipline as a battery. Picture a battery that's full. Throughout the day, it's easy to have discipline. It's easy to make good decisions because the battery is full. So we got all that disciplined juice. But as the day goes on, that thing depletes. And by the end of the day, I found myself making all the rationalizations in the world. Oh yeah, today's, I needed extra calories today. Or, it's been stressful, so I'm going to lay back and watch some porn. Or I'm going to scroll here and watch YouTube all night or whatever. You get it. We're all human. We all do this stuff. And when I start tracking my sleep with my Whoop, I can now start to correlate my feeling, my mood, my irritability levels in the morning to my sleep stats. So on a night that I stayed up till 1 a.m. doing nonsense and woke up at 7 or 7:30 or 8, first of all, waking up that late puts me on the wrong foot to start the day. But I was starting to recognize my sleep patterns, my REM sleep. REM sleep is your dream sleep, essentially. And the way I understand it is that it processes your day. And when you process your day, it's like you wake up the next day with a software update. So everything that you learned throughout the day, you can apply tomorrow, and then you're like this new evolved version of yourself. But I start to realize that certain things don't help my REM sleep. Smoking weed close to bed hurts my REM sleep. And mostly it hurts my REM sleep, I think, because if I smoke weed, I tend to get some Uber Eats. And when I get Uber Eats, I eat pizza and ice cream and all that good stuff. But what ends up happening is it hurts my sleep. It hurts my ability to process my day. It hurts my deep sleep, my REM sleep, and I can see it. And then I wake up like an irritable piece of shit in the morning. I'm more annoyed. I'm more closed-minded. I lack perspective. And I've started to correlate, like, my overall vibe has almost everything to do with how I did the night before. So while everyone's, on their best behavior, out and about, at work, the gym, all that stuff, it's at nighttime when we're depleted, when we go home and nobody sees us, that we have really no accountability to tank it all. And so I call that the loop. The day is good, you do what you need to do, but at night it's like you built it up during the day and you tear it down at night. And then you just do the next thing again, you build up the day and then you tear it up at night. And then you just loop. You're never growing. I was not growing. And I can look back into my 20s when I was running a business and I was drinking like crazy, and alcohol destroys REM sleep. It destroys your sleep completely. I don't drink. It's been a long while since I don't drink, so that's not really popping up in my stats. But I know that alcohol affects REM sleep, and without REM sleep there's no processing, and with no processing there's no evolution, and with no evolution, what are we doing, right? Aren't we supposed to grow and change? So it seems like the behaviors that we all instinctively do at night that we think is good, like watch tons of TV, eat tons of food, have that glass of wine, all literally contribute to deteriorating our sleep, which puts us on the back foot the next morning. And then in the next morning we are just in repeat mode. We're just doing the same thing over and over and over. And it's like the loop can be a week, it can be a month, it can be a year. And the thing with the loop is when you're not refreshed and recovered, your ego kicks in and your ego's running the show. So I found myself making excuses of why I need to watch porn. Oh, I'm stressed out, I'm gonna watch porn. You know, I tell Sweet Yule, lay off, I'm stressed. You know, like, not that I watch porn when she's around, but all these nonsense behaviors that literally kill motivation, kill my self-esteem, all have to do with the behaviors that I did the night before. So if I could go back in time and tell my high school self that, honestly, I don't even think my high school self got REM sleep ever. Maybe in the summers, but during school, I was going to bed at 3 a.m. every night doing, you know, exactly what I was doing. And waking up at 6:30, my dad yelling at me for me being the lazy piece of shit I was. I was a zombie. And now I know why. I see teenagers and they're like, I don't know if they're coming or going. I get it. I was that teenager who didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Why? Because I was zonked. I didn't have any REM sleep, man. Jeez. So now that I track this and I'm in like Whoop groups and like my friends are on it, and we keep ourselves accountable, and Sweet Yule, my lady, is on it. We hold ourselves accountable, and it's almost like everyone makes sure their house is clean in the front, right? Like the driveway is manicured and things look clean, right? But what goes on inside, nobody sees, right? So there's not as much accountability. You know, when people come over, oh, okay, we're gonna clean up. But once I started sharing my scores, I had to win the night. I couldn't be a disgrace anymore. And the fact that my partner is doing her best as well, like we gotta pump each other up, and like we work for ourselves, don't have a boss. Like, if I'm not motivated and have self-esteem and vision to be, you know, the entrepreneur and artist that I want to be, it's not going to go well. It is not going to go well. And I can see, like, when I fall into the loop, that's what I call it. Like, one bad sleep can send me into the loop and make me have these ego rationalizations of why I should be engaging in said behavior. And then that loop can last a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, 2 months, a year, and then it's like, whoa, what happened? Where did everything go? But seeing that and having that visibility has helped me a lot. So if I were to go back to my teenage self or my 20-something self, I'd be like, prioritize your sleep, and life will improve. Decision making will improve. Perspective will improve. It's funny because when I ran my business and I was drinking and doing all that stuff, it was all fun and games, you know, everyone was having a good time, everyone was partying. But as soon as I stopped drinking, it became painful to remain in that business. I wasn't getting along with anyone anymore, and now that I look back, maybe I was getting REM sleep. Maybe I was starting to process things and starting to see what I didn't like, and it was time for a shift, for an evolution. And as soon as that happened, someone came in and made an offer to buy us, which was insane. I never would have pictured that in a million years. But I truly believe in vibes, because vibes, I think, is just our state of health. And when your state of health is like resonating, then you attract or you put yourself in situations that allow you to change dimensions, or to time travel, as I like to say. And all that with sleep. So that's why I go to bed at 9 p.m., fellow time travelers, because the benefits are insane. The benefits are insane. I'm a nicer person. I'm a more present person. And it's not like I'm perfect. It's not like I'm not going to go to a concert, you know? I like the 95-5 rule. It was 80-20 before, but 20 is heavy duty still. So 95 is still within those parameters, just on the shorter side. And so, like, there'll be dinners, or I'll go to a movie or do those things. But on the nights where there's nothing planned, I choose to win the night. And winning the night leads to starting the day in an awesome position. And that's all I got for you today, fellow time travelers. This is a big one for me. It's a big one for me, and I'm really obsessed. I'm obsessed with my sleep, and I truly think that it is the future. That's all for today. Have a good one, fellow time travelers.